Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? It's Dakanoth here, and we have got some more garrison traps with the Royal Baby today. Now, of course, you wouldn't think, right, but there was always somebody out there that would know better, and I finally found myself in a bit of a predicament with some people. They're faster than I can actually see their march coming. So I have to think, like, how do I handle this problem, where I'm having to deal with somebody who's sending marches so freaking quickly, and we're talking 3 seconds a pop, okay? How do you garrison trap that way if you can't even be able to see the marches? And like here, he sends one really small heroic cannoneer at me, right? Because he knows he's taunting me. He's trying to irritate me. He's going to sit here and send either tier 2s to pull resources or tier 1s. But he's trying to play super safe because he knows what's going up. How do I handle this? I'm sitting here thinking I can't guess, right? I don't know what to do. Well, of course, the one thing, right, and the beauty of the garrison trap is that if and only if, right, I can get a single march out of this guy, then so be it. And I tried, and I tried, and I tried. This guy, boy, he really did give me a bit of a headache at the start of this entire KvK. But then again, this KvK in general was pretty boring. Because again, 1v1 KvKs, you know how they are, guys. They're never super, I want to say, impressive. So, although, there's more on the way, guys, so you can keep watching. Promise you there's a lot to be, I want to say, worth watching, because, this is not how my KvK starts and ends, I promise. But I thought, alright, the guy's taunting me. He's gone back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I finally got tired of it. I was like, alright, that's it. My patience with this person has come to an end. I'm not going to guess work here anymore. The next time he pulls a single freaking march like that, I'm gonna snap him for it, I swear. I'm gonna snap him. I miss it this time. I'm hoping that I can snap him a second time. I'm really hoping he does it, because at this point the aggravation has built up. The inferiority of it. I can't even begin where to begin. I don't even know where to begin with how aggravating this was. Okay, but eventually he gets comfortable. He's like, you know what? That's it. I'm gonna keep sending. I'm gonna keep sending, and I'm like, that's it. Done. I'm done. This guy's never gonna do what I want him to do. And I just said, all right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That's it. I'm done dealing with this person. This is not going to get any better. So there is a point at which the garrison trap just doesn't work. But right from the get-go, I got my solo wars 2 points up. So 80,000 dead archers. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Like, I don't feel so impressive by this. But this is where I obviously, I take it up a notch. I'm like, okay, got to work on picking a better target. I had my army attack on. I had everything ready, I had this planned out, right? But the thing about KvK is, and this is the thing about garrison trapping, and I want to tell you, if you're in a struggle like I am, right, and you're starting KvK, and you've got somebody that's smarter than the average teddy bear and understands what you're trying to do, okay, the answer, or at least the fix to get around this, right, you just find somebody else. Because chances are, if one guy doesn't know what he's doing, then the next guy is not going to know what he's doing. Now, that's what my gear looked like. You can go back if you want to look. Now, again, the trick is obviously speed gear. That's how he's getting around this counter. That's basically how you stop a garrison trap in its spots. That's how you annoy the living bejeebus out of somebody doing a garrison trap. That is exactly how you do it. But having that said, right, of course, there's always somebody else to be able to trap. If there isn't one person, there will always be someone else that you can actually trap. So I ended up pretty much playing dead for a good part of the KvK, because it seemed like, if I went to the enemy kingdom, right, the idea thought, it occurred to me. I thought maybe, okay, that might be a better idea. But I never decided to go, because it was just, I don't know, everybody was like, it's kind of dead. And I was looking at my kingdom and I'm like, well, it looks like there's more activity here. So, with the remaining time I had for KvK, I just thought, okay, all right. So I'm going to go relocate out a little bit further, right? Because again, on the edge of the map, you're probably not going to be able to gather, because up to, and then this is something I learned, you can only reinforce up to a distance of about 400 miles. Anything past that, and you cannot garrison that far away. Now, having that said, okay, I kind of decided, okay, I'll just port up, like, sort of north of where Skyfort was. And so the idea at this point is basically you want to be able to pretty much find an attacking target. So I picked a target. I put myself within reasonable distance, you know, according to where somebody else was at, you know, where they were getting attacked. And I took basically somebody existing on the map who was like fussing and making a bunch of fuss, right? And again, you can say I've only got 16 minutes on this timer, all right? So I can tell you that there's a big difference, right, between going out making the fuss versus the people that already are making a fuss. So rather than go after the people that I'm begging to attack, I just went out and looked for somebody that was causing a fuss and ported by them instead. And conveniently, these guys, I guess, just thought, yeah, that doesn't look any bit, you know, suspicious at all. You know, nothing suspicious about a 9mm account just porting by and having an army coming to it. Yeah, there's nothing suspicious about that at all. You know, but of course, you know, it takes him a little while, as you can tell. You know, it's not something that just happened like boom, like that. It just doesn't happen right the heck away. You would think, you know, it would be very different, but that's far from the truth. Now, part of this video is, you know, I want to be able to show you guys really not just the time and effort that goes into even getting these garrison traps, but to give you kind of an idea of just how to stop a garrison trap, but also to be able to, like, know how to basically garrison trap, like, and be able to do the bait. So as you can tell, that he starts sending the march. I thought, okay, I'll wait a couple marches, because awesome, right? So I got 2 of his marches at the exact same time, not just 1, but 2. And that's all it takes. Really, I could have done it with just 1 march, because just like that, 300,000 dead. Boom, like that. 197,000 on the next. It's freaking incredible. Okay? Now, having that said, okay, these kind of reds are only produced with this garrison trap. It's just freaking fantastic. 120,000 dead there. That's just fantastic. But having that said, just like that, I have my solo war done, so because of how just inactive the KvK was, I pretty much called it quits at that point. But I had his leader, and I thought, okay, alright, cool. But now, I'm not done yet. I thought, okay, alright, you know what, let's try something else. So I thought, okay, well, let's port by base, right? Same thing, same before, you know, as you can tell, I'm sitting out a garrison. This one's a little further away. Because again, if you want to increase that timer, just put a siege unit in. It makes an immense difference in terms of adding time so that you can be able to sit there longer. And because that's kind of the idea, right? You want to be able to send these troops over a distance, but you don't want them to be there, like, immediately. That's really not the idea with garrison trapping, right? But again, the main thing that I ended up doing, at least with this particular trap, is that, you know, I mean, I show you how you can do it with somebody that's like tier 4, super big, and everything else, but you can do it even on tier 3 players, alright? Like, you don't even necessarily need to be doing this on, like, you know, you could go to a hive, probably, and chances are you can get away with it just as well. Because really, the only thing, in case you're wondering, is the bait. The big gain on this is that the bait in that castle is that he just has probably about 20 to 30 million-ish resources in that account right now. And so they come up, they scout it, and they go, huh, I wonder. And it only takes 1 or 2. They never see it coming. Like this, I'm sitting there scouting, I'm causing a bunch of headaches, and I basically just nab them like that. Not even, you know, without a second thought. And just like that, I grabbed the leader, you know. There's another 82,000 dead. And, I mean, yeah, sure, it's tier 3 duds, but hey, that was my KvK. Thank you guys for watching. And needless to say, I'll see you guys next time.